Assalamu alaikum. I hope that you are all fine. Today we will discuss the topic levels of organization. That how things organized and we have this life continues. हमारी जो जिंदगी है वो कंटिन्यू है, वो चल रही है, और कौन कौन सी जो बेसिस हैं जो आप पहले अटैच हुई, उसके बाद ये हमारे पास कम्प्लेक्स जो ऑर्गेनिजम्स हैं वो आए. देन वी फॉर्म द पॉपुलेशन, कम्युनिटी, बायोस्फीयर. सो लेट्स स्टार्ट आवर टॉपिक. So level of organization basically is a biology study. Biologist basically has divided the cellular organization into different levels for their study to help out study things quite broadly. So biologists study biological organization at different levels. So these levels are given below: subatomic and atomic level. That is the study, basically the atomic level. Then we have the molecular level, organelle and cell level, tissue level, organ and organ system level, individual level, population level, community level, biosphere level. So these are the levels that we will discuss inshallah in our today's topic. Only I think so. We don't have much time, so we will discuss. It's a very descriptive topic, so we will discuss half of them today, and the next of the lecture will be on in the next video inshallah. So starting from the subatomic and atomic level. As you know that there are different states of matter exist. So matter basically made up of atoms of atomic particles. Then it forms elements. Then elements you have atoms, and atoms have subatomic particles. So this is the distribution basically. Matter जो आपके पास है उर्दू में हम उसको बोलते हैं मादा. So जितने भी आपको चीजें अराउंड नजर आती हैं, they are composed of elements. Elements are composed of atoms, and atoms are composed of subatomic particles. Some subatomic particles include electron, proton, and neutron. Those are the subatomic, means they are present inside the atom. So subatomic particles are electron, proton, and neutrons. Out of 92 elements exists, 16 are the bioelements. Out of these 16 bioelements, 6 elements, oxygen, carbon, hydrogen, nitrogen, calcium, and phosphorus, make the 99% of the mass of human body or the organisms. So then next 10 elements are the given below. They make the 1% of the total mass. So here is the graph, a pie graph is shown here indicating the different percentage. Oxygen, you can see it is 65%, then the carbon 18%, hydrogen 10%, nitrogen 3%, calcium 2%, phosphorus 1%, and other nutrient elements are included in 1%. So majority of the mass is of oxygen, that is 65%. Molecular level. So when subatomic particles meet together, join together, they form atoms because they exist inside the atom. Now atom will combine with each other and form the molecules. So we are going to discuss now the molecular level, in which we will study the molecules in detail. Molecules are building material. For whom? They are the building material of different compounds, different organelles. Bioelements combined through ionic and covalent bonding form biomolecules. Bioelements including oxygen, carbon, hydrogen, nitrogen, phosphorus that we have studied in the previous slide. They form the biomolecules. Hundreds of different types of biomolecules present in an organism. Multiple biomolecules are present. So we have divided these hundreds of molecules into two types. One is micromolecules, second one macromolecules. Micro stands for small and macro for larger one. So micromolecules, those molecules have low molecular weights, including, so macromolecules having high molecular weight. That is the difference between these two types. Micromolecules include glucose, water, etc. that have low molecular weights. Macromolecules, because they have high molecular weights, so they have the starch, proteins, and lipids. Highly complex molecules exist inside the macromolecules, while the simple and the low molecular weights exist in the micromolecule type. Next one is the organelle and cell level. When atoms combine with subatomic particles attach with each other and form the atom combine with each other and form the molecules. Now the biomolecule assemble in a particular way to form an organelle. When they combine with each other, they form in such a structure in a pattern, they form the organelle. Organelles are subcellular structures and they assemble to form a unit of life. What is the unit of life? That is cell. So when they combine with each other, organelles when combined with each other in such a pattern, they form the units of life, basically, that is cell. Every organelle has specific function. हर organelle का एक different function है. Like in your body, for example, your body is a cell and you have different organs inside your body. So as a cell is a body, if you take an example, so cell has different organelles, like your body has organs. So organelles have specific function. For example, your stomach digestive food. So as well, in that case, organelles in that particular cell will do their specific job. For example, mitochondria perform cellular respiration, provide energy to the cell, ribosomes, protein synthesis. So these that's why organelles has specific function. एक खास function होगा उनका जो किसी दूसरी organelle का नहीं होगा. जैसे mitochondria का अपना function है, ribosome का अपना function है. That's why it is specific. Now in this way, it is the best example of division of labor कि उन्होंने आपस में जो काम है वो बांट लिया हुआ है. Not a single person is doing everything, but they have divided all the work into different organelles. Then you have the prokaryotes and eukaryotes, those organisms that have the fake nucleus or not true nucleus are called prokaryotes. They are the simplest organisms like bacteria simplest you can say. They are the smallest organisms. While eukaryotes have the true nucleus, they are including the animals as well. Tissue level. Now when these cells combine with each other, similar cells will form the tissue level. Similar cells organize to form tissues. A group of, that's the definition, a group of similar cells specialized for the performance of a common function. It will be known as tissue. So cells having the similar function, similar job to do, they will organize and assemble in such a way that form a tissue. Each cell carries on its own life processes. Every cell has its own life processes. For example, the cellular respiration. So every cell has its own cellular respiration to provide its energy by its own self. For example, you have plant tissues, epidermal tissues. These are the examples of plant tissues. Ground tissues. This is also an example of plant tissue. While in animal tissues, nervous tissues, muscular tissues, these are some examples related to the tissues as well. Thank you very much.